Hello, everybody. Let's talk about, can AI help independent authors compete with bigger publishing teams? Good question, right? As an indie author, you need all the edge you can get by using any tool responsibly, of course. Hello, everybody. My name is Gurhan. In this channel, I am going to give you valuable information on AI for independent authors. If you have any questions or you want me to cover any topics about this subject, go to my website, www.aiforindieauthors.com, and send me a message. And let's get back to the question, can AI help independent authors compete with the big publishing teams? The answer is absolutely, but not in the way some people think. AI is not going to magically turn one person into a full publishing house. It does not replace a professional editor. It does not replace a great designer. It does not replace a marketing team and years of craft experience, strategy, or industry knowledge. But it can help independent authors close some of the gap. And that matters, because independent authors usually do not have a full team behind them. A large publishing or a publishing company may have editors, proofreaders, designers, product designers, publishing managers, and entire staff. Most independent authors, of course, do not have that. Most independent authors are doing many jobs at once. They're writing books, revise the book, planning the series, managing continuity, thinking about covers, writing descriptions, posting on social media, building a website, creating newsletters, testing ads, answering emails. Where do I stop? Of course, it goes on, and creating captions, designing graphics, and so on. And trying to keep the next book moving at the same time. That's also a killer. This is a lot. And when people say authors should just do everything themselves, they often ignore how much work everything actually is. This is where AI can help. Not by replacing the author, by acting like a support system. AI can help organize a messy idea and find gaps in chapter plans and summarize continuity decisions. And it can help turn one blog post into several social media posts. And it can help an author test whether a scene has a clear purpose. It can help create prompts for visual development. It can help ask the question a good assistant might ask. What is the objective? What is missing? What changed? What contradicts what came before? What does the reader know? What does the character know? What is the next practical step? What kind of a support is valuable? Now, especially for independent authors who are building everything with limited time, limited money, and limited help. But here is the important part. AI does not remove the need for professional help. Gotta keep this in mind. If you can hire a good editor, hire one. If you can hire a good cover design, by all means, hire one. If you can work with a good proofreader, formatter, marketer, or a production artist, do it. AI is not a replacement for serious professionals, but it can help you prepare better before you spend money, which will save, of course, money. For example, instead of sending a messy manuscript to an editor, you can use AI first to identify continuity issues, or unclear character motivations. You still need the editor. No doubt about that. But now you may be sending a cleaner version of your script. Instead of hiring a designer with nothing at all, you can just create something on AI with your color palette and send it, and it will help your designer a great deal. But now you are actually in a better position and communicating much better. Okay, so AI is actually behind the scene and like a helper for you. You still have to choose. You still have to rewrite and write. You still have to do things yourself. But you are no longer starting from ground zero. This is one of the biggest advantages of AI for independent authors. It helps reduce blank page pressure. It helps reduce organization chaos. It helps reduce wasted time. And it helps authors make better decisions earlier in the process. That is not cheating. That is using a tool. A bigger publishing teams, they already have systems. They have people checking things, asking questions, managing schedules, shaping a copy, and they have people thinking about positioning your book. Independent authors need systems too. AI can become part of that system. Not the whole system, part of that system. The danger is when an author thinks AI means they no longer need craft standards, editing, or judgment. That is the wrong way to use it. The smart way is to use AI to become more organized, more consistent, and more prepared. Use it to think through the work before rushing. Use it to catch mistakes before they become expensive. Use it to turn one idea into multiple useful pieces of content. Okay? Use it to manage the parts of the author business that often get ignored because there are only so many hours in a day. For independent authors, time is one of the biggest obstacles. Money, of course, is another. Attention, another. AI can help with all these three if it is used carefully. It can save time. It can help you prepare before you hire someone. It can help you stay visible through consistent content. It can help you keep a series organized. It can help you keep moving when the work becomes too much to hold in your head. But again, the author must remain in charge. He has to decide what is good enough, and he has to decide what fits the brand, and of course, decide what belongs in the story and decide what gets published, and the author is still responsible for the final work. So yes, AI can help independent authors compete, not by making them less creative, not by replacing the people who do the work well, not by turning publishing into a push-button machine, but by giving independent authors better support, better organization, and a stronger workflow. And for that, many authors, that can make a real difference. So the bottom line, AI will not turn one author into a publishing house, but used well, it can give independent authors the kind of support system they usually cannot afford to build on their own. So I cover more helpful issues like this and topics for independent authors on my site. You can go to www.aiforindieauthors.com and check them all out. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.